Today has been one of our best days in a very long time. On Bitcoin, I made over $200 in one trade, and on NASDAQ, we made over $11,400 today on our trading. Let's break down the trades. We're going to start off with Bitcoin and then break down the NASDAQ trade. And it has some important updates and some very important discount codes that happened today and some are expiring today that I want to share with you guys. So let's get first into the Bitcoin trade, and then I'll share some of those discount codes. Then we'll get into the NASDAQ trade. Today, when it comes to Bitcoin, we took a total of 3 trades, 2 losers and 1 massive winner. That was an excellent trade. We got a sniper entry at the bottom of a reversal and then caught pretty much the entire move up. I was super stoked. This 1-minute kill shot is killing it. It's so good. This week, I'm loading up a $5,000 account on Weeks Exchange. So if you want to use our Weeks, link down below. Go sign up and use the links, and we're going to be doing copy trading on this 1-minute kill shot. We're not doing the $501 million challenge, but we are just going to take a $5,000 trading account and see how far we can grow it over the next year. And we're just going to keep growing it. Start with small risk and slowly grow it up, upping our risk as our account grows. So I'm very excited to get this kicked off, and today was such a good day. Let's break down those trades. First, as you can see here, this 11:25 a.m. candle on Bitcoin swept this liquidity down here. We have a big wick that swept all these lows and then bounced off. And then directly after that candle, we had a big bullish engulfing candle following it. So I was pretty convinced longs are the move, and we're going to attack this external range liquidity up here. But this first trade didn't actually play out. So let's break it down. 5-minute, we got our confluence for the liquidity sweep. Let's go down to the 1-minute and see what happened. All right, so 1-minute happened right here. We go for our long on this 1-minute inversion, stops at the liquidity sweep, and on this candle right here, we get tapped in. We were shooting for a 2R, which would have been right about there. That was our target, and price was like as soon as we got tagged in, we just literally entered chop. Now, I did not hold this trade for it to get stopped out. I actually did a soft close, and I'll tell you why I closed it. And then I was not able to take the short that would have played out because it never tapped us in, which I was pretty bummed about because it had a really good move to the downside. But we were able to close out for a very small loss. And let me tell you why. So if you go to the 5-minute, the 5-minute right there had a good sweep of liquidity, big wick off these highs here, and then immediately an engulfing candle to the downside. So I saw the 1-minute, we had that liquidity sweep, and then on this candle right here, we engulfed that, or we inverted that fair value gap, and then I soft closed on this candle right here. So that trade had a $8.42 loss. So not a bad loss at all. I think the trade was an excellent execution, just didn't work out when we were able to hit TP, and that's okay. I'm fine with that. Not mad at all on that trade. So down $8.42 on the day. Let's do a calculation. We're going to keep this calculated up. Negative $8.42. Okay, so we're going to do that. That's our first trade of the day. We're down $8.42. So let's now go to our next Bitcoin trade. We didn't get to catch this short, which that was okay, but we took a long down here. Okay, so here on this liquidity sweep on this candle, we took a long. As you see, we got the liquidity sweep, and then we got this inverse fair value gap right here. So we try to take this long right here, shooting for a 2R trade. And I'm bummed because it stopped us out for a full loss here, and then literally ripped up to take the other trade that we did. So on this candle right here, we got stopped out. Then I was watching the 5-minute. 5-minute again failed to displace this low, leaving a wick below it. So I looked again. I was like, I'm going to take one more shot at this long here. This is my last trade of the day. Let's see if we get an inverse fair value gap. Right here, we have a inverse fair value gap. Stops at the liquidity sweep. Scooch this over. We got tapped in on this candle here, pretty close to our stop loss. And our first target was our first target was this external range liquidity up here. That was our first target. I didn't go for 2R because I was like, if price is going to go up, it's going to attack external range liquidity. So I'm not just going to shoot for 2R. I'm going to go a little bit higher. So I went a little bit higher on this one. 2R hit. And then I trailed displacement. And as you can see, price displaced. We trailed this 1 minute displacement here that broke above this high. Then price was consolidating here. I trailed on this wick right there as soon as I saw price breaking above these highs. And then I saw this displacement. Once I saw it breaking and getting really aggressive on this move up, I trailed 1 minute fair value gaps. So then I got really aggressive, and then we trailed all the way up to this 1 minute fair value gap, and then this candle took us out for a total of a 12.08 R trade. A 12 R trade is what we hit today. And as you can see, the first loss, that little loss that we took over here, that was a full R, that loss was negative $58.40. So let's add that to our calculator. We're going to go minus $58.40. We're at minus $66.82 for the day. And then we got our big win on Bitcoin, which was $269.09. My biggest win yet since I've started doing this 1 minute kill shot. So let's add that up on this trade, plus $269.09, leaving us positive for the day, $202 on the day for Bitcoin. By far the best day yet. I'm so stoked. This 1 minute kill shot, by far the best model I've ever created for Bitcoin. I wait for those liquidity sweeps, get those 1 minute inversions. You get attack on a really quick entry. And when you catch the move, you catch the move so nicely. So I'm very happy with this trade. I had a full TP at this high up here. I was hoping that we would tag into our full TP, but it's okay. We didn't hit full TP. We got stopped out, and I am totally fine with that. This was an excellent trade. I'm very happy with that. Now let's get into NASDAQ, the trade that we took over on NASDAQ that made us over $11,000. But it's a bittersweet because we could have made way more money. I actually misread something on the charts. Let's dive into that trade. Here is NASDAQ. NASDAQ, as you can see on the 5 minute, had this so obvious. It could not have been more obvious, this liquidity sweep, this massive wick above these highs to the left. I was like, sweet. I am so grateful I was patient this morning waiting for this opportunity. We had this obvious liquidity sweep. So then as soon as that candle closed, I dropped down to the 1 minute. Okay. 1 minute, as you can see, had this inverse fair value up right here. And it tagged us in on this candle right there. Where did I go wrong? What happened? This was such a good trade. 2R hit, and we even could have gone even farther for a 2.9R trade. This would have gotten all my accounts funded. This would have gotten my funded accounts into better profit. What did I do wrong, and how did I mess this up? I ended up soft closing in profit on this candle right here, this big blue candle right here that had a displacement to the upside. And here's why I closed on that trade. When you go to the 5 minute, before you see this obvious move down, right? This blue candle wicked below these lows here and in this 5 minute fair value gap, engulfing these two downward candles. For me, I read that as a liquidity sweep, which I should have never considered that a liquidity sweep. One, because these lows did not push up to make higher highs or anything like that. So these are irrelevant lows. And I should have been paying attention that this could be a 5 minute order block that I would be able to move my stop loss down into before price decided to move down. So I misread this as a liquidity sweep, and we missed out on making about $40,000, I think is what I would have made on this trade. It's a big bummer. I had 43 accounts trading this, and on this tiny little move, this is what we made. We made $11,405.70 on this tiny little move on this trade. But if I would have been able to read this properly and hold this for this entire move, and this is where I would have taken my trailing stop loss and would have been stopped out, we would have made a lot more money today. But the bummer part of it, the bitter part is, yeah, I missed out on a lot of green that I could have made, and I misread a trade. The good part is the 1 minute kill shot worked, and I had a learning lesson on making sure I'm reading the proper liquidity sweeps and not just taking any candle that wicks below other wicks, right? So I'm making sure I'm journaling that in this video here with you guys, and then I'm going to go journal it in my trade journal on TradeZella. Which brings me to right now on TradeZella, we are doing 20% off with TradeZella if you use code Maniac when you sign up. Link is down below in the description, or if you join my Discord, I'll always post in under the community deals tab or channel. I post my discount. So TradeZella right now has 20% off their subscriptions across everything. And today is the last day if you want to secure 80% off any eval for Apex Trader. Link down below. Use code Maniac for that also. And then TradeSyncer also has a 10% off. So we have 3 discounts going off: 20%, 80%, and a 10% across all accounts. And if you use code Maniac for any of them, you get those bonuses or those discounts. So make sure you go take advantage of those. All right, guys, I hope this trade journaling is helpful for you. I know it's helpful for me because I get to journal basically as a live video of what happened today, what were my mistakes, what were my wins, what could I do better, what did I do great, right? And this is something you should be doing every single day. I'm currently building out a product for you guys that's going to be completely free, that's going to help you make sure you can lock in gains like I am on NASDAQ and Bitcoin, where I'm making over $11,000, over $200 on trades, that you could do the same. So look out, make sure you follow us across Instagram, all of our social media platforms, and join our Discord. And I will make sure you guys know as soon as possible when these products are live that I'm creating. We're doing copy trading. We're loading that a $5,000 account up this week. It should be actually ready by next week because my funds are locked on Kraken for 7 days. But next week we'll have that account live, and we will be copy trading again on Bitcoin now that this 1 minute kill shot is working very well, and the paper trading across September has been completely successful and ended the month green. Now I'm going to put my money where my mouth is and start making real money with this on Weeks. So join Weeks, use the 20% deposit bonus, and get 20% back on whatever you deposit on Weeks. Thank you so much for watching this. Like, subscribe, leave a comment down below if there's anything you have questions on or any more information you'd like, or if the discount codes, you want to make sure you lock that in. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Follow us on Twitch and Kick. I did this all live this morning so you guys could watch it too. So go follow me on Twitch or Kick, whichever you prefer, and I live stream every single day. All right, everyone, I'll see you in the next one.